So I got this new filament, this new roll of white. Yes, it's cheap off of AliExpress, only 17 bucks. And I couldn't get it to print, I mean, it just kept peeling off the print bed. And I kept cranking up the temp. 65 degrees centigrade on the bed, 210 on the end. And I think it likes 65. I was on 60 and it wasn't working. And when I cranked it up to 65, it seems to be really happy, and I printed a couple of rotors here. You see the edges on those? Look at that. I forgot, for some reason, the default setting on the Cura slicer, yeah, there we go, doesn't have support. And look how nice it printed. Can you see that? Because the idea is to put some carbon fiber strands in there and glue them in. That should be fine, just using super glue to put them on there. It's worth a try. But these are smaller magnets, and I think I already made a video talking about that. Instead of making them where I have to press it in there, which one was the one I just printed? I don't know which one the one I just printed is, because that one, you see it just dropped right in there. There we go. See, it just snaps in. They're not too tight. That way, yeah, it slides in and out pretty easy. They're not too tight, so it won't. So hopefully it won't crack it. I'm going to peel this one apart. Let me see if I can find that spot. Is it on this side or the other side? You can see where I have, yeah, right there, that's it. No, that's not it. That's where I put a lot of glue everywhere. Yeah, I don't see it. Somewhere on there, there's a huge crack. So I'm afraid to crank this one up too high. Maybe that's it. Yeah, you can see it there. That's not a line, that's a crack. Yeah. Yeah, you can see where I was drawing on it with the pencil. That's a huge crack. That's what happens when you press the magnets in. So you don't want to press the magnets in. You want them to slide in easily. And you're supposed to buff the edges. Take a little sandpaper and rough up the sides of them. I'm going to do that on a, I'm going to try using a wire wheel and buffing them. And wearing gloves while I do that. I don't know if I still have scars from where I ground my hand when I was working in machine shops. Anyway, so there we go. Got to put those in, glue them in. I think as long as I'm talking about it, you can see that it's sticking out on this side and not on this side, because the print does elephant foot. So in other words, it has a lip over here, and I've got to take a knife and trim that out so that this will fit in there nice and flat, or nice and flush. Okay, that's all I want to talk about.